my throat, but most importantly, have overtaken the smell of the Terps because of what's burning on the banger. So, look was decent, not spectacular, passable on the look, smell, but once you really get into it, it was quite the letdown.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. It is what it is.
So, resin, man, what do you think about, when it comes to harvesting the resin? Do you think clear heads or do you think amber is better?
Oh, man, that's a big discussion right there. It depends. Really. Okay, so now this goes back to we had this conversation the other day. In today's market, with everybody being a cherry picker, and in today's market where everybody wants blonde to white to beautiful to clear gold, to allow your heads to go amber is actually really good because the medicine is fuller, it's better, it's a better body high, it's more enriching, it's at the point it's supposed to be. But like I said, in today's market, amber means no go because, on a rosin level, it's hard to sell an ambered rosin. On a BHO level, you have, or hydrocarbon level, you have the CRC tech, which removes that, so you really don't have to worry so much. But for me, I don't mind ambering the heads because I'm old school and I like that full body high. I like that couch lock. I like that kickback. I like the swell in the head, the rolling back of my eyes, the feeling I felt when I was 15 years old smoking marijuana. Today's standard, it's clear heads. Everybody's 8 weeks. Everything's an 8 weeker today. 7 weeks. It's 6 weeks now. Some of the strains. So it's like clear heads are going to give you that color that the market has been bred to look for. So that's really where most, when you're trying to operate a business, you want to bring in the biggest and the strongest dollars, so you're going to go with the head that gives you the most, which is clear heads. Amber heads don't, in hashing, amber heads are really hard. Like, again, with hydrocarbon, you can get away with the filters, so therefore, nothing's amber anymore, but as far as like when making hash goes, full-bodied hash is great. We all grew up on the Moroccan. None of us grew up on, live resin, live rosin. I mean, none of us from my era. I mean, the kids today are growing up on this, gold is the standard and live resin, live rosin is a regular thing. You know what I mean? 8 years ago, it wasn't the case. It was 7 years ago, 6 years ago. But as of now and today, live resin, live rosin is the standard, and gold to clear is the color everyone seeks. It's the holy grail,
right?
So it's a conversation. If you sat down with Frenchie would tell you you're crazy to have anything but an amber head because he loved his hash, the old school hash, because he's a part of the old school ways and the ways that we grew up on. People got to take into consideration that the standard is different today simply because the roads that we walked back then were secretive. The paths were narrow and closed off. We weren't popular. If you smoked pot, you were considered a loser, a bum, a stoner, you're stupid, you were going to go nowhere, you were going to be nothing. If you got caught with weed, you went to jail instantly. There was no get out of jail free card, there was no med card, there was no decriminalization. So to have today's standard where kids can just have marijuana on the regular and not be threatened by it, you can outreach to a prettier standard. But back in our day, everything was cured properly past the 6 month point if you weren't getting it in oil drums coming up from Mexico known as the brick. You know what I mean? So like
the brick.
Really, gold is the standard today, but amber is what you honestly want to smoke.
Nice. Definitely. Yeah, so we got a couple things going on here. What's up, guys, on Instagram? I'm also doing a live broadcast on YouTube, and I'm also doing a live podcast review. So I got a couple things going on. If I don't see you right away, I'll look over whatever I can. So We're gonna move into.
Did you take the hash with you?
Number 2 here shortly, and see what he has going on. I'm just gonna set this on autopilot.
I'd be happy to help you do it. Seriously. All right. Hey, peace and blessings, and thank you for the cuttings, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good one.
Yep. I'm gonna send you what the abbreviations mean.
Yes, sir. So we just had a gentleman pop in and drop us off some amazing cuttings. We got some root beer GMO. We got a bunch of his different flavors that he's doing. So us as hash heads are excited because, GMO is a hasher. So root beer GMO, come on, who doesn't want some fucking root beer?
That's the cut right now. That's the fire cut right now. Anybody who's making hash definitely want to get the root beer GMO slice. So, what do you think? What are you looking at? Number 2?
We're going into our second entry. Okay. I can't tell you what number it is. It's a secret, though. I'd love to show you guys, but I can't bring the jars up because we don't want anybody to see their jar and know what's going on. It's a secret.
It's a secret, right? But he's happening. So, describe to us.
So, number 2 is number 1's cousin. And what I mean by this is somebody set me up over here. Again, it's another situation where you have a great nose. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the nose is good. Another situation where, again, this goes back to your amber versus clear heads, right? What you said to me, you said, "Hey, man, amber versus clear." Here's the thing: this is some good hash compared to a lot of hash out there. This is some good hash, but yet you can see that it's still dark in nature. You can see it's struggling to be the blonde yellow it wants to be. You can see that means there's, particulate left behind, but not only that, within the residual, that it probably was a little darker, and so therefore was probably maybe not your first quality. That being said, the nose on it is great. The texture on it is great, but it was the same thing with the first one. So now what we'll do is we'll go in here, we'll cold start this one, which I'll do in a second. I've been lax because we've had company here, so I need to actually clean this banger out first.
No worries.
And then we can go at it.
So
I asked for a slower run time this time anyways because this guy's a lunatic.
So what we'll do while that's going on, don't forget, guys, that we'll be doing the live award ceremony on the 27th up in Maine. How's it going, guys? So right now, our first judge is just to recap what we're doing. Our first judge is running through the entries today. We'll be going through all the entries, pretty much, so if you hang tight, you'll be able to, get the first impression from the first judge. The next one I'll be doing is with Mr. Bond. That's
Mr. Bond!
Yeah, with the homie. That'll be coming up, I think.
So I got a great story about Mr. Bond if you want to hear it.
Of course.
So, I have this entry going over, right? And it gets fucked. I have an issue with it. So I call up Mr. Bond, literally last fucking second. I mean, when I say last second, I'm not lying to you, motherfucker. This shit was as last second as you can get. I showed up a day before the hash was made and asked for it a day later. You see what I'm saying? So, legit, I show up and I'm like, Bond, I'm fucked, I need you, brother. And, we've been talking and, doing some stuff leading up to this. And so he's like, what do you need, brother? I got you. And I'm like, listen, I need an entry. I need an entry for Dabadoo in Spain, 2015. Back in the day. Because, we be old at this shit. We the grays. So Bond's like, all right, I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry about it. So he goes out and he puts together this bomb-ass fucking hash. Bro, when I tell you last fucking minute, I am not kidding you. Last fucking minute, bro. Not kidding you. Bro, showed up on the doorstep and got on the flight. That's how this shit went. Right. And this motherfucker, under that pressure and that stress, pulled out the most amazing hash. And so he hands me the entry. He goes, here you go, T, this is the entry. I'm like, oh my God, dude, really? Now I'm entering for SKB, so I'm like, oh my God, this SKB Mr. Bond, this is how it's got to be, bro, because you did this is your hash. And he's like, yeah, just go get me that trophy. And at the time, we were winning Hitman rigs, which, one of the good ones, big money rigs, and so...
It's a hitman.
I get out to Spain, but before I go, Bond says to me, hey, here's this little ball. Give this to Mila. She's gonna love this. And I'm like, got you, bro. So get over there, give Mila her hash. She's happy as a pig in shit 'cause she loves her hash. We enter it into Dabadoo. Now, these are all hash heads that have been entering Spain, Spanibus, and all these competitions, bro. And Bond whips together this fucking run. And, bro, we win. First place.
Nice.
Dude, I flew home, gave him that rig. I hope to God he still has it because it was the crazy hitman with the Rust Tech. Like, absolutely. Bond, you're the man, bro. When you want to talk OG's a hash, Mr. Bond, I'm proud to be judging with you, my brother. Love you as always because, yo, you're an OG. But that hash win is just a testament to who you are, bro. Because legit, when no one else was coming with the hash, bro, back then, because people weren't. It was BHO.
100%.
This motherfucker was coming with the hash, and he came hard, and he went overseas, and he pulled the first fucking place.
Nice.
Never forget that shit.
Nice. So we're making history over here. That's beautiful. Another thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to have also another judge, I think Saturday. So there might be Vessel Life Science. There'll be another judge. I haven't figured out if we're going to do a live one on that one. But the homie is on the West Coast right now, so he'll be coming back this Friday, and we'll figure it out from there. Along with that, we're going to be doing also a live judging with from Humboldt Family, Doc. Yeah.
SKB Doc 420! A lot better of a burn than the other one.
Yeah.
Nice gold, not quite as fucking nasty on the banger. Very, very much.
Nice. All right, number 2 is a little bit more favorable.
Smokes a lot better than number 1.
Nice.
And when we say number 1 or 2, we mean the first one I did and the second one I did, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Where they stand in the actual competition, we don't know.
No
it's
one
a
knows.
Fucking secret.
No one knows. I don't even know until I started tallying it up.
Yeah, even when he tallies it up, he don't know.
I don't know. I really don't.
What we do know is some bomb-ass trophies for some bomb-ass hash.
Oh, so thank you for bringing about the trophy. The trophy. Wait till you see the trophy. The trophy's done, guys. Danny Camp did a fucking sick trophy for the Maine Hashishian, and
Danny,
you know, I should have showed you the video before we started. He sent me a video at the trophy so you can take a look at it. But yeah, it's gonna be intense. I think you guys are gonna love the trophy. You know what? I'm just going to show it to you anyway. So this is something that is going to be given to also the Maine Hashishian, which is called the Happle. It's pretty much for old school hash smoking. Put the hash on this, you light it, stick it in here, and then you just pull on it from here. Electric Dave is the homie who invented this. He's up from Canada. He's been around for a minute in the hash scene as well. So, yeah, man. We got some things putting together for you guys. We're going to be taking home the trophy. Don't forget that when it comes to the Resin Cup, there's only going to be one winner. There is no second. There is no third. Okay? So, at the end of the day, I also have this nice little hash knife that International Hashishian gave to me. So
fucking hash knife full of ninjas up in this bitch, carving our way through.
I gotta get you one when I come back. T, I forgot to bring that as well. I was gonna bring a hash knife, but yeah, that's what's going on with that. What was that? You're getting into the third entry? How's that Terp
I'm not showing. I accidentally lifted it up.
No worries.
I got it.
No worries.
Don't beat me.
Yeah, because you guys are not uniform in your jars, which is totally my fault. I'm gonna have to probably figure this out as time goes on. I can't really show because if you guys see your jars, then you might be able to figure out whose entry is that. So we're not showing the jars. I am gonna do.
This has got a banging nose.
You like that one?
Number 3's got a banging nose. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that one. Yeah. Sad thing is, I know what they all are. I know what that is just by smelling it.
No, don't let him fool you. He says he does. He really doesn't.
Yeah, man. What's going on? Communist Zuckerberg. How you doing, homie? I see a couple of cats up in here. Smokers Club 617. What's going on? Northeastern Maine, I see you. What's up? With the peace sign. Bander, Dad Semi, what's going on? I see a couple people that showed up in here. So yeah, man, appreciate you guys dropping in for the live IG. We're gonna be going at this for a little bit. I don't know. I don't think Instagram keep me up that long, so you'll be able to check out live on the Instagram. If you want to see the rest, you can go to Terps of the BeastCoast podcast on my YouTube channel and check out the live from there. With that said,
I think we can just reset on the Instagram live, but I think it's like an hour or so. No, You know what? It lets you go a little over because when we were doing our podcast in Terpova, it took us like an hour and 34 minutes, and I think it let us go. I don't remember, but either way, we can always reset.
I'm just gonna give them a teaser. Yeah.
See, that's I tried for you guys.
If you want to check out the whole full thing, I am also live right now on the other platforms. I'm not giving IG all that love just because they got me shadow banned. So
they shadow ban everyone.
It's IG,
like IG and shadow bans is like it's so ridiculous, man.
So if you go to the YouTube, you'll be able to even post some comments while we're running through this thing. Or I've got speaker for my podcast link, so for sure. What's up, Smokers Club 617? I like that name. Smokers Club 617. What do you think, man? You gonna co-start it?
So on the third one, yeah, I've been cold starting them all. So with the third one, I was just waiting for you to give your spiel. But the third one's got a great nose, breaks up really great. The way it chalks open, it reminds me of a conversation you and I had a couple days ago. So I'm
You a little nervous?
Listen, so check it out. When I started judging back in the day, I had friends that I judged with, and they would look at the color or something, or the bud, or they would just look at it and be like, I'm not going to smoke that. I'll judge it on look, appearance, you know what I mean? Now, High Times would give us things, and it would say, if it had an issue, it would tell you, it would give you a warning, you know what I mean? This tested for, and it would leave it up to you. But whereas, the testing standard was a part of the scoring, you still had the opportunity to smoke it. They wouldn't present you with anything that was past the element of poisonous to you. So while it failed, it could fail for a multitude of things. It was on such a low manner that they could still present you with the entry because you still had the option to actually smoke it or consume it or use it in whichever manner or form it was. In the beginning, I would smoke everything, you know what I mean, because I didn't, I grew up on the brick, so trust me, when you like, I smoked out of a tin can, like, I did all those things, so, and anybody who's like, oh, I didn't, I've been smoking out of a rigging glass, you're full of shit, okay, and, like, come on, bro, because even with quartz, when we started dabbing, we weren't even on bangers out the gate, so, it's like, stop, be real with yourself.
It was titanium.
We've all been, like, at a point where we've smoked off some shit that was shady as fuck, it's just a part of the game. It's how weed was to us and our culture, and sharing with the groups and individuals. We've all done the apple trick. We've all done the paper towel roll with the downy at the end of it. Like, we've all done these things. And if you say you haven't, well, then bless you, and I'm glad you just got here yesterday. But that being said, you know what I mean? I always promised I would smoke everything. I would test it all to actually give it a good judging. Because sometimes things, your eye is like, fuck you, don't do it. And then you do it, and you're like, damn, that actually was a lot better than I thought. And I kind of like those reactions. So I test it all. I'm not going to lie. I do. And it's me. I just don't think it's fair not to. So, yes, while I have my hesitations on what we discussed with this, again, we're going down that road, you know what I'm saying? I'm strapping the skis on, and we're going to hit it hard.
So my YouTube channel is Terps of the BeastCoast. You can pull it up that way. There's links in my highlight, or you can, I think also it might be underneath Miss Ja, which is my other thing. But Terps of the BeastCoast is where you can probably find the YouTube live going right now. I definitely should have put that link into the comments, but I got
definitely what we discussed the other day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me see what the
you get it right on the throat instantly. It's too bad because the flavor is actually there. Mm-hmm. But because of that, I would have rather had a little bit of what was there than the adding to it to give me more of what I needed, if that makes sense.
Gotcha, yeah.
And that's too bad. But it is what it is. And it melted. It melted dark. It left that dry run down the back of your throat. And then on top of it, really... It's a shame because the flavor wanted to push through that. You know what I mean? Like, it wanted to give you a smooth ride even though it couldn't.
That's a shame. Yeah, man. With that said, let's shout out a couple people I've seen here. Dank Dabs 1. I like your name, homie. That's a good one. Alice Green Doe. Terps of the BeastCoast is the pod channel. Terps of the BeastCoast podcast. I think that's the YouTube channel. Like I said, if you go to my what's up, homie? Dungeon Genetics. You just reminded me. I'm doing some hash class. I'm not sure if I'm going to still do that hash class. It's coming up on the 26th. If I have enough students, we'll move forward with it. But I'll have an idea next week if we're going to still do the hash class or we're going to push the date back. Sorry about that, but I definitely want to make sure. You're making some hash now. Hey, I just made some hash today. It's in the freeze dryer right now. Definitely, I'll let you guys know about that. I'll post up some information when it gets closer. But I'll know next week if we're going to move ahead with the workshop. So definitely need to have a full workshop because it's going to be hands-on. You guys are going to be making the hash, not me.
I thought you said I didn't have to make the hash. I just had to smoke it. What the fuck? It's fucking guys. This is the motherfucker. You read the fine print. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so we're moving into which one right now?
We're on our fourth one right now. And so with number 4, I would say a fruity sock. Okay? It's got me interested because it's a fruity sock. And that sometimes can be some really interesting flavor. Much on the same lines as the first 3. You know what I mean? Texture, color, but the nose is it's an interesting nose because it smells fruity in the beginning, and then it smells like a sock, a dirty sock in the back end. So let's just let's glide our way into this. Let's show our audience right now what we're.
So you got one camera there, and then you got one camera over
So
here.
I'm surrounded by cameras, guys. And like there's all kinds of. I got alien lights and cameras. And
Hey, Dungeon Genetics, I hear you. I'll put that down on the notes. So if I get, so that's 2. So I need 6 more students, and then if we get 6 more in, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know about the 23rd, man. If I'm gonna push the date back. You know, I did double book myself because I'm doing the hash class the day before the award ceremony in Maine. But either way, it's what I do. Here we go. While he's warming it up, just want to let you know, if you go to my TOB Media IG page or the Terp Trappers page, there is Resin Cup gear available. So just some hoodies, t-shirts, whatever that you guys can run into, just with the Resin Cup. So and then I also did another some designs with the birds. If you guys know, I'm into birds. I'm a bird watcher, so I do some shit up with my birds as well. So let me know what you think. What you think of that one, man? Yeah,
it's melted the same. It's definitely not what we talked about.
I knew that, but I can't say anything.
This, though, I swear, it's almost like a old GMO. And what I mean by that is it's like a GMO that was a bag that you'd put away, and then like a year later you found it. And it's still Fuego, but it's like faint because it's just not as... The smell in the nose and the taste isn't as prevalent as it should be, but it's like, hey, I'm here.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
207 Fire. What's up? I got you, Dungeon. No worries, brother. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. We'll let you know, man. Definitely. I think we've been live for about, 30 minutes, and it might be another 30 more minutes as he goes through these entries. Hopefully he'll pace himself. I'm not cracking the whip today.
No. Going slow. I'm not going crazy like I did last time. But the other thing, too, is I don't have a podcast to do tonight, so we're good, and we're waiting for the hash to come out of the freeze dryer anyways. So it's kind of like, it's a hashing day.
It is a hashy day. It's always a fucking hashy day over here at Resin Cup Land.
Yeah, it is.
All you fucking resin ranchers, what's up? I appreciate the support. Love you guys. Always keep on ranching your resin, man. Alright? So with that said, he's taking a little break. He's actually looking at the cuts. Yeah, he's got the root beer with the GMO cut. I want one of those. You know, when I hear something that excites me, I'm like, I might have to go grow a little something. You know, normally I'm a little too busy to really take. When it comes to growing, just like when it comes to hash, I dedicate myself like fully invested. So like, you know, it's the same thing with growing. Like growing to me is like taking care of a child. In a sense, right? But when it comes to hash, it's the same thing. Very meticulous. Make sure the trim is right. We scope.
Take these out of the fucking... Throw them in my clone. Let them move up.
Make sure the nug's right. Make sure the trim's right. We scope it. Whatever material we're doing. And then we prep. And then we get to work. Prepping is what takes most of the time for me anyway.
Since you and I have been doing our thing, you've been running your GG4.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite strains to run when it comes to hash.
He's washed it, he's dried it. Like this dude's like Mr. GG4.
We got some GG4 right here. There we go.
So,
Let's see if we can do
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bang out this root beer GMO, and he can play with that now for a little bit over his GG4.
Yeah, I'm hearing shit about the.
Damn. Disrespectful.
So I don't know. I didn't press it yet because I think this is like Meltland. I don't have to press it. It's caviar right now, but I mean I know there's some particulates in it, so it does leave just a little bit.
I have a 37
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
We can go, and with the tech, we can go take a little and do a test press on that, and
Let's see what's up. Yeah. Because definitely, you know.
yeah.
Like I said, man, here at the Resin Cup, you know, we fucking make the hash as well. We're not just doing the competition. I'm all about the resin ranching, so you know, just make sure your shit's up to par. What was that? Real Thor 89 root beer GMO. That's gonna be a combo. It is gonna be a fucking combo. I can't wait, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fucking have to grab a cut, and I'm gonna have to fucking throw it in like a 4x8 tent just by itself and fucking.
So what we're gonna do now, even though they came from a trusted source,
They get.
what we'll do now is we'll take these cuts that we were given, because we were given quite a few flavors right now. One I'm excited about because I swear to God, it's got the Sunday driver in it. The Great Pez.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll isolate these, and I'll isolate these to their own 32 site. And they'll sit there and they'll do their own thing, isolated away. That way we can speed them up, see if there's anything that's going to pop up that we don't want to pop up. And then once they make it out of that, period, and they're clean and such, we'll move them in, we'll bush them up, and yes, he'll have a cut of the root beer GMO, and he will be killing it with the root beer GMO. Coming to a Hashassen resin near you.
For sure. Oh man, no worries, bro. So you didn't get to enter the Maine Resin Cup, right? Let's talk about what the fuck is Resin Cup. No one really knows because it's our first year at bat. So we did New York first, New York Resin Cup, and we're now heading to Maine. After Maine, we're going to be doing Oklahoma, and then we're also going to be doing Michigan, right? And there's going to be some other states that I'm also doing. I'm just not announcing them right now. But basically, every person who wins within that state is able to enter in what we call the National Resin Cup. So at the end of the year, you will have an opportunity to get back in there, homie. I understand that, things wasn't ready for you when you wanted to enter, but you can definitely get into it. But just understand that when you do the National Resin Cup and you're going to be battling all the top Hashishians that have won in their state and claimed their state. So it's not as how it is now, where everybody's trying to be the number one Hashishian for Maine, or the number one Hashishian for New York, or for Michigan, or for Oklahoma. So at the end of the day, there is going to be an opportunity for you to enter the National Resin Cup.
You know what? I'm almost thinking, if each area has enough people that feel they didn't get there on time, that by the time we get to the end of the run, we do all the people that missed it in their own form, and then take the best of that one and add them to the National.
I don't know. Well, I'll think about it. I don't know. If you weren't ready, you weren't ready. Sorry.
Fucking dude's hardcore. He said fucking boom.
You weren't ready. You had an opportunity. I even extended
If you didn't get there and you feel like you need to be there now, we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Don't let him bully you.
Yeah,
go for the trophy.
Go try to do the...
Fuck that. Go for the hash apple, baby, dude. I used this bad daddy the other night. I think I got 3 more gray hairs after this bad daddy because I was so fucking high and I aged like Rip Van Winkle.
Shout out to the homie Electric Dave. He's the inventor of the Happle. Definitely, we'll have the Happle on the table for you guys to check it out. It's more for the old school resin when it's pressed out. So with that said, I'm gonna be pressing some resin. I think I'm gonna do that probably tonight. I'm gonna roll out some resin. Next year, you had time. Fire. Right on, 207 Fire. That's right. I did extend for the intake. So if you weren't able to get it on the extension, you just weren't ready. So you'll have another opportunity either to get in with the rest of the Hashishians or next year for sure. Next year.
Don't forget, hash made properly ages well.
100%.
Stores in a jar. In a refrigerator, very well.
100%.
So,
and there's some interesting terpene profiles that kind of happens while it's aging. So if you really, really, really want to impress the judges, maybe you should make that fire now and store it away. I'm just, maybe that's a hack. A hack, they call it? A hack?
5 was
Oh, where 5? What would you think of number 5?
It was smooth. It flowed.
Nice. So 5 got some love. 5 got some love. No doubt. That's right. I appreciate the ones that did take the ride in the snowstorm. I waited in the snowstorm for you, homie. Thanks for coming through. So at the end of the day, yeah, man, next year is another opportunity. One thing I want to say about the National Resin Cup is, we're trying to put together a nice prize for the National Hashishian so you can step up your resin ranch into another level. So as of right now, I'm working on something. All right, so hopefully when that comes together and we get closer, then I'll be able to let you know what that is. But definitely gonna get you guys taken care of for all your resin ranching, because I know what it means to search for that cut. And I know what it means to search for that resin. We're constantly searching for that resin over here. So I got this homie out, the Heroes of the Farm. He's got this cut that is just dropping sick, like double digits for the fresh frozen. It's his favorite cut. So I don't know, man. There's definitely some work to be done, and I'm looking forward to this root beer GMO.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna be some fire right there. What's going on? Reaper Bounty 1. See you, shout out the homie Slow-Mo Farm Seed Farm Company. Much love to the homie up in Mid-Maine Sesh. Appreciate them. Thank you for being a sponsor. Shout out to all my sponsors: Gene Traders, me myself personally, Terp Trappers. Also, who else is out there? International Hash. Appreciate you, homie, for helping us out. Yeah. So we're moving into which one right now? Where we going?
This is our 6th entry.
We're number 6. All right, he's doing a steady thing over here. And I'm still live on IG. That's cool. And we're still live over there. So don't forget. Oh, somebody found me on the other one. What's up, dude? I see you found us. Yeah. If you guys have any questions about resin ranching or anything like that, please throw them out. We'll try to answer it. Give me something to do. Boom. 47 Refuge. What's up, man? I see that you're on our YouTube live, which is the best way to be, because once the IG gets cut off, it's cut off. I'm not coming back onto this thing. IG has me shadow banned on all my accounts. I'm not going to start talking that shit, but yeah, they do. just because of the word hash, they shadow ban me. If I talk about hash or I put hash in a little with a hashtag, they shadow ban me. So yeah, man, you know, it's pretty fucked up. The thing that I love gets me shadow banned. What's the nose on that, brother? Yeah,
Kicks just right.
yeah.
It's very light. It rolls. It butters up like, you know what I mean. A very handleable hash.
Nice.
Like you could really handle it and not worry about it coming off on your fingers. It's not as greasy. So now we'll you know, oh my god, I gotta say, it's funny. If I keep looking backwards, I'm sorry. It's the weather's beautiful right here in New England right now.
It is.
So I've got the front door wide open, and we hear everything that's coming up and down. So it's like I just, you know, I'm distracted like a puppy by what's going on. So I apologize, but
No
I'm
worries.
focused on the hash.
You know, it is a nice day out. I should be outside hitting the trail, doing like a little 5-6 mile hike right now, but it's okay. We want you guys to understand what's going on. We're very transparent with our judging. As I said, you know, this is a little bit different than most competition. You actually get to see your judge go through your resin. Most competitions, they don't do that. You know, I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just saying, you know, if I enter the competition, I like to know who's judging my shit, and I like to know a little bit about their personality and what's going on with them. So
We got this bad daddy cleaning up.
nice,
Just want to show off some glass.
nice. Yeah, finishes up that one, which is what, number 6? What you think of number 6, man?
So with number 6,
What's up, Medical Fit? That's my homie right there. Damn, I guess I need to do a little cross promotion. So I also got another podcast, Living Soil Matters. I don't know what that's all about, but if you know what that's about, you know what it is. So Living Soil Matters, we're just, you know, chopping it up about organically growing fruits, vegetables, cannabis. You know, we're soil stewards. We want to make sure that we keep the earth alive. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy behind, you know, salt versus organic, but look, we only have about 60 years left of this earth before it becomes a dust ball. We need to start thinking about our practices when it comes to cultivation. And as cannabis goes larger and larger throughout the states, we need to make sure that we are the ones, especially in the cannabis game, you know, doing our part in making sure that we're, you know, regenerating the soil, right? Not just utilizing the soil without putting some love back in there so it can keep it alive. So these practices is something that we all should think about. And that's it. That's my little sermon for today. Back to the Resin Cup. So, what'd you think of that one?
suspect.
Suspect. Oh no. Somebody is on the suspect list. That's not cool. Dude, just hit the calendar, man. That's the best thing I would say right now. So if you want to do another redo of the video, just hit the calendar. I'm gonna be honest, I would say hit the calendar probably like the second week of the second week of the next month coming up of April, because I'm gonna be I got a couple things I'm doing this week and next week. So but you know what, just hit a date, man, on the calendar, Medical Fit, and we'll figure it out from there. So with that said, don't forget, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment. I'll I'll try to answer the best as you can. Only about resin ranching. Nothing about that. Oof. Nice. Okay. Nice. Vegas is cool. Vegas is pretty cool. I was out of Vegas this year, earlier. It's not bad. Maybe out there. That's where you were from originally. Yeah. So we'll see between the 3rd and the 9th. I don't know. That's kind of close. I might be able to slide out to Vegas. I don't want to give away what the other thing I'm going to be doing yet. Not gonna say anything about that thing. When it gets closer, we'll talk about that thing. Maybe right after Resin Cup, we'll mention it. Maybe, possibly, maybe on the award ceremony, we'll mention it. But something's coming up, so it is what it is.
7.
What's going on there?
Yeah. I'm on my break right now, but 7 is quite the way to come back. Let me tell you that right now. 7 on the eye. Like, you definitely pulled up and got what you wanted, because the eye candy on it is there. The nose is there.
Nice.
So now, lighting it up and watching it melt will be very interesting, because as far as she looks, so far this entry has been without a doubt the best looking one. But I haven't looked at them all. I've only been opening as I've been going, so
nice.
As I open I see, that way I haven't, you know what I mean? And so far 7 is like, yo, look at me, I'm pretty.
7 is the one.
We don't know if he's Neo yet, but we'll find out.
Nice.
We'll find out. And this is the great thing about, I feel like I was having this conversation the other day. You know, my wife and I were talking about how a lot of the competitions now are starting to segregate into terpene profiles. And, you know, the positive and the negative and the, you know, how you look at it. And it's funny because each individual person has their own flavor palette.
100%.
And not any one of them is going to have the same flavor palette. They could have similar, definitely not the same. So it's funny to watch judging, because really, until all the numbers are folded in from everyone, and it's, you know, huge varying differences of opinion, because one person could like a certain flavor that, you know, they fall in love with, that dictates how they want to vote, and another person's flavor is completely to the opposite. So it levels the playing field in a sense that really, because all the terps are there and it's up to the judge to be objective and sit back and give his opinion on it, knowing that all judges are influenced by what they like the most, even though we try to be impartial and not. You need that balance. You know what I mean? Because if it was like each individual one on their own of each individual strain, it would almost be a little tough and boring. So, because the great thing is even though it may not be something you want to smoke because you're like, oh, I don't like a Kush or an OG or a Haze, or a, you know, I don't like fruits, or I don't like gases, or I don't like sours, or I don't like peppers, or you know, whatever it is, pines, skunks. Being able to taste it all again gives you that, oh man, I'm wow, that's really because normally I wouldn't smoke that, so so it can open your eyes to something that you may not, you know, over time, which most people know what they don't like after they've been smoking for a long period of time, of course. They've developed those flavor palettes. But sometimes you can get brought back to a flavor that you wrote off that now you're like, because, you know, like anything, we change and our palates and bodies change over time too. You know?
Definitely.
So it's a good process to have all the differences of opinions and to see the different type of palates judging hash and picking what they like versus what somebody else may like.
Definitely. I mean, like, I remember when I first smoked bubblegum, the flower, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? Or remember Four-Way. That was like...
Which bubblegum? Are you talking about the strawberry pheno?
No.
Because that one was like, yes, it was, the original bubblegum was like, wow. It just...
No, not
it
the
did.
strawberry. The original, just like, it I don't know, like, I've never tasted anything like that in my life. And still haven't. It was like a one-time off because, you know, back then, no one was really keeping cuts. And, yeah, so... Four-Way was another one that I enjoyed back in the day. That was a really good one. That's when we started getting into, like, you know, like multi fucking crosses. That's when things started to change.
Everything's a hybrid now.
Yeah.
It's all hybridization. But you know what? That's the great thing about being able to play with it now. You couldn't play with it before. You grew out what you had, and you secretly, you know, tried to work with things. 3 to 5 years to back cross and stabilize and, you know, bring it to what you want it to be. It's like, you know, today, everyone's allowed to play, and there's so many people playing that you end up with, like what we did today, right? The root beer GMO.
Yeah, man, for sure.
It's one of those things.
So, IG... I probably won't restart this, but if you can find my YouTube channel, it's going to be live on there, which is Terps of the BeastCoast. Podcast is my YouTube channel. It's kind of lengthy. Or if you can find my speaker link for my live podcast, that's another area you can find me as well. But with that said, which number are we jumping into next? Are you
7.
A break? 7?
7 is where we're going next.
All right.
The one that looks like the Grail so far.
So 7 is the favorite.
I can't lift it up and show it to you, but I'm going to take a little break off and show it to you.
Nice. I can see it from here. It looks bomb. It looks fucking bomb. It looks like some fucking heady shit, bro. I think you missed the camera. There's a camera right there. That's one camera. And then, yeah, there's the other camera.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
everybody got a little view of it. Nice.
The Butter Central.
Resin Cup.
I like the music. It's very
nice and relaxed. Yeah.
It's mellow.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Put my hat on backwards, right? Because I always have it forward, and I realized in doing my podcast, I'm always like Shadow Master. So my hair is so long now that I need it to control it.
Nice. And me, unfortunate, I like the shadow. I like the
And I'm sorry to everyone out there too, because I get yelled at by the producer on our podcast that I shouldn't be doing dabs during the show because the torch overtakes the audio, blah blah blah. So, but I reached out to the homie over at Resin Tech in the hopes that I can get onto the beta so I can start using that so that I don't get yelled at on my podcast plus promote for them.
Oh, what's up?
So,
that's life. That's another judge. What's up, Jasper? What's up, homie? Coastal 909.
Is that my boy Jasper?
Yeah.
Jasper!
So, yeah, man. Vessel, we need to figure out your date. I know you're coming back this Friday, so you know, I think I have some availability on Saturday, man. We can figure it out. But so far the entries have been it's been good. It's been interesting. Maybe they'll make me rock it out till 420. Oh shit, we're at 405.
Obviously, we're making it to 420. So, I had to Chaz clean out the banger, so I gotta let it cool now rather than cold start. So there's a few more minutes to eke to 420.
So, what's the terpene on the next one? What's the smell on that? Or as far as for number 8, right?
I haven't opened it yet.
You haven't opened it yet?
So I haven't jumped ahead. Ooh, wait. I haven't jumped ahead. I can't. I want to bring it up, but I can't because...
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that uniformity. How to enter... homie, it's, right now, the entry is closed, but there's an opportunity at the end of the year where you can enter the National Resin Cup. So, I'll just pay attention to the Resin Cup channel, or I'll hit you on the back end and let you know what's going on. But right now, the open intake right now is for Oklahoma is opened up right now for Resin Cup. We're going to be doing Resin Cup in Oklahoma after Maine, and then we're doing another one. Not another one, but we're doing one in Michigan as well. So pretty much on that. From Maine, we're going to be doing the awarding ceremony on the 27th of March. Tickets are still available. We're still looking for vendors and sponsors. So hit up the homie Gene Traders if you want to do a vendor, if you want to be a sponsor. Hit me up. With that said, as far as for Maine Resin Cup, all entries are already closed out. So the only thing that's left for you to enter would probably be, Jasper, is the National Resin Cup. There's an opportunity where you can still enter that, but just understand that the National Resin Cup, we got you. I got you. I'll hit you up on the back end how you can enter. The National Resin Cup is going to be against pretty much all the top Hashishians who have taken the claim to the states that they've been in, you know. What's up, Sir Diddy, on the YouTube channel? You found me. That's what's up.
Hey, Jasper. All you gotta do is just come get me high, bro, and I'll tell you if the hash is any good. Fuck, right? I mean, come on. Or is it you just want a hash apple? Oh, I know you want the hash apple.
Everybody loves the apple, man. The apple's great. Old school.
Apple. Happy. Hash apple.
100%.
It's like, come on.
So 408. How's it going, Sir? Did it? Nice. So, what do you think of number 8 was the smell?
I'm not at 8 yet.
Yeah, at 8. We're still
This
at 7.
guy's trying to, like, bro, I thought you said, he said, take your time, relax, enjoy. He's brought up number 8 twice now. I'm like,
hey, I'm like, what's going on?
This guy's just trying to fast forward into the future. I think he's trying to subliminally tell me something.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Fuck it. I should have bought some hash on there. Oh, I do have some hash.
Yeah, dude, it's like I said. So as of right now, 7 is just the look, its nose, the exhale. Like, absolutely. Like, yes. So far, number 7 is
the top.
It's walking a good rope.
Nice. Nice.
And it seems to me it's like a early GMO. And what I mean by that is because it's got that smell and the taste, but it's sweet, and that's usually when you pull it early.
Okay, they didn't bring it in long enough to get the other Terps up.
But either way, it was really well made hash.
Nice.
It's funny too because if it had been in a hydrocarbon entry, I would have thought it was a CO2 run. If somebody can understand what I mean by that.
I know. So, Barry, man, you threw out your address out there, homie. I hope I don't know why you would do that, but I'm not gonna repeat your address. But he just threw out his address. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah. I don't do that, homie. I'm all good. Appreciate you though.
What the hell's he asking for?
I don't know, bro. He's talking to some. It's all good. You know what? I learned this earlier today. So we will do this real quick.
Yeah, what you did right here.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna have to.
Bye. Christmas over here right now.
Yeah, I know it was weird, but I removed his weirdness, so I don't know what that was about. You know,
Hey, maybe he thought you were cute and he was trying to, you know what I'm saying? He might have thought he was on Tinder. Didn't realize we were on fucking Get High Hash App 2022. But
I don't know what.
so
that
he was
was
like, "Hey, bro, give me a call."
I don't know what that was, and now I'm good on seeds, homie.
Seeds, bro. We throwing some root beer GMO into the cloner over here so we can get it fucking bushed up and ready to go. Woo! And a bunch of other fucking flavors too. There's like 7 other flavors over there.
I got you. I'll definitely hit you up, my G. I will. I'll hit you up once we time out on the IG. You say no, T says
Don't listen to him, bro. He's lying to you, bro. You just need to come here. Bring the hash here now. The Tinder Swindler. Yeah! I love it. We got a new name. Yo, just bring the hash now, Jasper. You know where to go. To me. The lungs will tell you. It's good. It's bad.
no way.
With him, though, you get a apple.
Possibly.
You get a apple.
Not everybody gets a apple.
Not everyone does, but if your hash wins, you do.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is win and you get a apple. Apple for life.
Where is he? He's gone, bro. I don't know what.
Where is here, bro? We're at my house, you goober. You know right where we're at. Come on.
He wants you to put the address in like this. Like
He knows. You want me to tend to Swindler? You sicko.
Oh man, it's horrible.
You know what? It's wrong on every level.
So, what'd you think of 8?
8 is like I was waiting for you. 8 is like holy shit, punch you in the face. Terps right out the gate, bro. Like, yo, somebody want to fucking lemon pledge your fucking floor?
Nice.
That's exactly what that was.
You want a apple? All the apples I have right now are spoken for, but I am gonna have some more. Yeah, for sure, dude. It will be a Resin Cup thing. So yeah, I'll have some more apples. I'll let you know when I get some more in. I'm probably gonna have to get some in for Oklahoma and Michigan for sure. I'll have some apples when I'm out there. Definitely. But I don't know if I was gonna press out some. I'm gonna press it later. He wants the hash apple. Yeah, no one knows what that is. It's the hidden secret. I need the Addy on live. There is no Addy available on live, man. Yeah, homie got blocked for that bullshit. I don't know what that was. I blocked him right away. Sorry, dude. If you're still able to.
It's nothing to be sorry about.
I don't know what that was. Weird, man. Like address, phone number, the whole gambit.
He wanted to be a judge.
Oh, is that right?
He wanted to be a judge. He was a CIA informant. He wanted to be a judge. Fuck yeah, look at that, dude.
Oh, it's 4:15. 5 more minutes before 4:20, bro.
Yo, I can't. I was gonna, but I can't hear. You can smell that. I almost keep forgetting. I want to put some notes I'm trying to say, bro. Like, The nose on that one was very.
You're supposed to put something like this, like your hand. So
Yeah. And you block it right off. I see. I know, but that's your job. You're the production.
Yeah.
This is yeah.
Yeah.
I already know. Like so far, everything is like the nose has put me, but the flavor takes me back to being a kid. So I'm very much. This is like 15 years old, and like when we only had pines and lemons and skunks, and just.
You do what you gotta do, Jasper. I'm not knocking you.
What? What did he say?
He said he's gonna send him some poop. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Send me the poop.
What is going on?
You are a horrible human being.
Atlas Buds Co. I like that. That's a dope name, man. Atlas Buds Co.
That was the gentleman that was here.
Oh, right on. Nice. I like your IG handle, brother. The guy who said, I blocked that homie. I don't know where he's at anymore. He's in Blockland, so he's never going to be able to grace the Wonderful Resin Cup page because of doing some dumb shit on my live. So
I just don't understand the end game there. But if getting blocked is what you wanted,
you got it. 100%. Yeah, I think once I blocked him, his address also was no longer visible. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, it's gone. Actually, no, it's still up there. If you scroll up back, you can get it, homie. It's still there. Triple B's. What happened to triple? If we go to triple B's, there's no more triple A's. No more. Triple B's.
how does the rating work now?
I have no idea, man. Now it's just that's this. You know, that's the.
He's back again.
No. I scrolled up to it. I was like, it's still in the chat if you want to go find him, but he's done. You do what you got to do, Jazz. I don't condone or say anything.
Jasper, you do it, man. Go ahead and you see what happens.
It might be fire for him, bro.
Yo, you gonna be at the bonfire?
I guess he's talking to you, Jazz.
You weren't at the. I didn't see you at the last one, but I wasn't at the last one. I was at the one before.
Right? Staying stone for it's funny? Nah, that's definitely not a good way. It works. Backwoods. Yeah, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there for the spring one. I should be popping up for that one, hopefully.
Yeah, bro. We'll get together and we'll hash it out.
No doubt. We're gonna hash it out for that one. Man. Let me, I wonder, yeah. Let's see.
Woohoo! Burning through the Q-tips, baby. Oh my goodness. You really want to blind us.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the background light, and it's just like it kind of overpowers it a little bit. So
I'm getting a suntan. I'm getting a tan.
All right, everybody. Where we at? What is up? Party. Terp, Maine. Durango. All right, on.
Jasper, get ready, bro. I'm free. I'm free in 5 months, dude. So guess what? Next March, Spanibus. Let's go. I'm back on the road, baby. So let's go to Spain and have some fun for Spanibus. Plan up right now. Start putting the money away.
All right. Where we at? Did you look at 9?
Nope. I haven't opened it yet. I did not want to get ahead of myself. So we're at 8. I'm at 9 now. Hey, what happened at 4:20? We didn't even call it out. It's 4:21. We missed it by 1 minute. Oh my God! One job and I fucked it up.
It happens. It's 4:20 somewhere in the other world.
Yo.
What?
You already know what that is. Alright, well, I mean,
Yeah.
the nose is...
The nose, right?
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see, because we had one last time and it wasn't, but this one is,
Oh, yeah. I think that one's the next level, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, he's going to love that. Yeah, 100%, bro. We're going. Let's get going.
Where?
Jasper, it's like next year for sure.
Yes, dude. Spanibus, I'm telling you, it's back 100%. Everyone was there. I'm off in August, bro. So, and we'll bang out the rest of the year. Freedom Rally, Harvest Cup, all the good shit, and we'll roll right into going to Spanibus, bro. Bring the crew together, and we'll go have a good time, dude. Gelato and waffles. Oh, boy.
Gelato and waffles. That's what's up. I even fucking can catch that from here, bro.
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah.
You want me to give him a little view? Alright, here we
Trying to
go.
be as careful as possible. It's very chalky, so I just can't lift up the...
Can you see it? Let's see if we can do like a little...
Well, they can see that white.
I can see it. And then over here, we'll move on this one.
Bro, I feel like, looking at the camera, I feel like it's 3D. Like, it's coming at you, you know what I mean? Like, like, right? I mean, it's probably just me, but I am stoned. But either way, it looks like it's fucking 3D. Alright, so here we go. I already know what I'm getting into here. I hope this is going to match every bit.
Hey, you never know.
I know.
You never know.
See, just the fact that you put that out there, you haven't said anything, all total silence all the time, and now he's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is the one he wants to be like, bro. I'm just putting the caution rope out there now.
I'm just saying,
Which means he's lying through his fucking teeth.
What is up? What is that? Kirk's 14. How you doing, man? Welcome to the live. I guess they gave me more than a fucking hour, bro. That's cool. I thought that
So I'm
was shutting
saying,
off by now.
my last one it was like an hour and 34 or whatever.
Nice. You guys are getting extra bonus because once this live goes off, it's off. That shit, this live might make it long enough for the whole thing. You know? You never know. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. So, while he's doing that, just a reminder, we're going to be having the award ceremony on the 27th of March. Tickets are still available. If you want to be a vendor or if you want to sponsor, hit me up, or you can hit up Gene Traders in regards to the vending matter. In regards to the next event, that's going to be happening in Oklahoma and also Michigan. Both are active, meaning that you can start seeing your entries now. I did post a video in regards to when the entry deadlines are going to close up, so I don't know them off of the top of my head. With that said, if you wanted to be a competitor for Resin Cup and you missed the opportunity either for NYC or for Maine, don't forget we're going to be doing a National Resin Cup at the end of the year. And pretty much from there, you should be able to enter from there. I'm not going to keep this live up. As far as that goes, the only thing I'm going to keep up is the YouTube one, and also the audio version. Those will be available. But as far as for the IG, I'm not posting this one. I never will post any of the judge ones on the IG, I guess. But just because I'm shadow banned, just let you know. What we doing, man? We cleaning it up?
Mm-hmm. We need help.
Take a break.
Yes, that would be perfect.
It's gonna take a break. So, as far as that goes,
hopefully it hangs. It stays. I will be right back.
Okay. So, while he's taking a break, I'll let you know how Resin Cup works. So, Resin Cup is for the resin rancher, the hash makers, right? Water extraction, however you want to say it. With that said, we also allowed for any kind of sift. So, if you want to do dry sift, you can do that as well. At the end of the day, if you want to keep the resin loose, you can keep the resin loose. You don't have to press it out. But, you know, the game is the game, right? Everybody looks at certain things and pretty much kind of interpret based on whatever residuals left in the banger. They might judge you on that. So, you know, which to me sometimes is not right. But at the end of the day, I'm not a judge. I'm just letting you know how the competition is ran. So hand rub charas, you know, if you want to just rub the resin right off the plant and make some resin balls, some temple balls, that's cool too. You know, but so far the main entries or most of the entries has either been like rosin or it's also been live resin as well. The entries have been great so far. Each entry has a unique profile, and I want to say thank you to all the competitors, man. You guys did a really good job. Hats off to you guys for, you know, delivering such quality resin. And, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, sitting down with the rest of the judges and see how you guys, you know, pair up as they go through your resin. Now, as I was talking about earlier, there's a National Resin Cup. The National Resin Cup is basically where all the Hashishians that has won in their state, right, they will be allowed to enter the National Resin Cup. Sorry, guys. Enter the National Resin Cup, and from there, they're gonna battle each other. So it's gonna be a very interesting National Resin Cup. I can't wait because your game is just, you know, your game right now is fire, but your game on the next one when it comes to the National Resin Cup is just gonna have to be top tier, you know. With that said, if you guys have any questions or comments, please throw them in the comment section or hit the question. Is there a question thing? How many has he tried? He has stopped. He's took a little break at number 9. So he's ran through 9 entries so far. And I think as far as that goes, there's only like a couple more left after that. So he's almost done. Oh yeah. He's he's feeling it. I know he's definitely feeling it. But you know, as far as that goes, we'll see how it goes. You know. He's a professional judge, man. I think he can handle it. Yeah, I think that's already in the works. There's definitely some food on the way. Man, it's been a interesting ride for sure. Interesting ride. I can't wait till we hit the National Resin Cup. I've got a couple things. I don't want to tell you what it's going to be, but we're definitely going to have some fun when we do the National Resin Cup. I'm looking forward to that. And as I said, the National Resin Cup, there's going to be a grand prize that's going to help you as a resin rancher. So you're going to get something that's going to step up or add on to your resin ranching that you're doing currently. So it won't just be a trophy. It'll be a little bit more than that. Shout out to Danny Camp. He made the Maine Hashishian Resin Cup. And man, that trophy, woo, wow. You guys are going to love it. Whoever wins is going to have a fire ass trophy, man. He put some love into it. So I'm looking forward to have that displayed on the main ceremony that will be happening on the 27th here of March at the end of the month. Don't forget to grab your ticket. Come on out. Celebrate with us as a Hashishian. We're going to be doing live judging also on that day. So there's going to be a judge, DC Scroger. He'll be there judging the resin as well that day live. So, what's up, Mr. Green's Farm? How you doing, man? What it do? Marinated 804. How you doing? So, I'm just looking forward to that. He did the New York City Resin Cup, and he was very, very medicated on that one as well. So we'll see how this goes when it comes to the main one. Also, if you guys are interested in sponsoring the Resin Cup, let me know. Hit up the DM, man. I'm always looking for sponsors. I'm always trying to, figure out something for the competitors. Just over here tasting some fire strains. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That is what is up. What kind of strains are there, man? If you don't mind me asking, if you can let me know what the names that you're tasting over there, because man, I'm gonna get my hands hopefully on this cut of root beer crossed with GMO. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. The root beer I've heard about. GMO, you know what that is as a hashishian. So, yeah. We got 3 people in the room. What's your guys' favorite strain, man? What's you guys, when it comes to hash making, if we got any hash makers in the room still, why don't you type in the comment what's your favorite hash strain right now? What's the new strains you had tasted? Oh, man. I can't divulge that right now. It's still underneath that. My classic is the GG4. I can talk about that. The other ones I can't really talk about yet. But there's some stuff coming. You know what I will say is Hash Church. I'm gonna have shout out to the homie Bubble Man. I'm gonna have I'll have some interesting hash for Resin Cup. I'm washing something new that I've never washed before, so I should have that with me. My GG4. Let me show you right now, bro. I'm gonna probably press it out a little bit later, but I still got her in the loose form. Here's my GG4 that I just washed the other day. Shit's fucking, so fucking, The GG. One of my favorites. I've always loved the GG when it comes to hash. Oh, my fault, YouTube. I'm gonna try to do water hash. Hey, man, if you're looking to learn to make some water hash, we're gonna be doing that. I'm doing some classes, but the classes are all the way in Massachusetts, so. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. You know, I know there's a lot of competitions out there, but I always say, you know, the Resin Cup, we make hash too. We're not just here to grab people's shit. We make our own hash and we run different shit. And I just don't talk about it because we're still in the testing phase. But you know, for sure. Yeah, man. You know, for sure. Yeah, dude. I'm just in this live. Once I get out, I'll be able to fucking definitely give you a follow. Actually, I think I can do that right now. Yeah, I just started following you, bro. And there's this one here. I'll follow you as well. Definitely. What's the strain best for hash that you like? Well, I love some GG4. GMO is another one that I like. That's why I'm kind of interested with this GMO crossed with the root beer. And then there's some others out there that it depends on how you process it, because not everything can be processed the same way. I don't do too much live. I still like to cure the flowers or the trim before I wash it. So normally not too long, you know, but just enough where it's still fresh. You know, because I still like some of that monoterpene. But best strain for hash that I like I mentioned, GG4, GMO. I haven't really found any papaya that's another one is papaya. So, like 3 days, right on. Yeah, the papaya is another one. You know, anything with like sour in it, like a sour diesel, those generally drop some nice resin as well. You know, there used to be some other stuff. There's like I used to have a cut of a G13 cross. G13 also drops some nice resin. There's another one that I used to like. Cheese, if you got the right cheese strain, that makes some fire ass hash too, man.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
Oh my goodness.
He's been on his break. He's back, guys. He's back.
You can't call that a break.
Well, we'll call it it was free from the hash break.
Oh my God. I literally just had to pick up a marble countertop.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just tell you something. That's not judging. Hash was tough. Ooh. No, that was tough.
I have a great cheese strain, but it's only one bean left. Right on, man. Mr. Green's farm.
Hit up Milo. Be like, Moolah, I need it.
The question that was asked while you were away was, what's your strain best for hash that you like? Now, I mentioned to them, like, I like GG4 and I like the GMO.
Well, right now, your top producers are papaya and GMO.
Right.
But I mean, you know, if you can get it to produce, you know, resin and it hashes well. I mean, right now we're trying to hash everything because we want to and perfect everything, but it's like some things just don't give you back a return like others. You know, and we're trying to make hash to a point where it's relevant everywhere in the market, like hydrocarbon is. You know, the more you can find to test and work with, the better off you are. But I mean, as of right now, you know, your top runners are your papaya and GMO. I mean, but like I said, you know, we're pushing the boundaries of everything else. You know what I mean? Like the blueberry muffins, all the crosses, and all of the things that everyone's trying to produce to get that fattier, greasier return. You know, it's like we're going that road as hard as we can, and I think in a few years you're going to have a plethora of high-end washers that'll make it viable to wash a lot more strains than we do.
Hey, Hetty Hoarder. Yeah, man. I hope he loves the one that you had entered. I'm not gonna let him know which one it is, but I hope he loves it too, man. You're learning how to have a better turnout rate with cloning. Cloning is like, it all depends. Cloning is like, I don't know, if you're in rush with cloning, sometimes it could be rough, but if you're not, you know, the old school method, snip it and just sit it in water, works pretty well.
I mean, I just got 2 cuts of the root beer GMO. I'm going to segregate those and clean them and then, you know, watch them for the next couple of days. Make sure I didn't miss any extra friends. And I'll throw those 2 in. I'll root the fuck out of them and I'll bang them up and I'll bush them out. And I will take, you know, 64 cuttings right off the bat. So, I mean, clothing's not, you know, don't be afraid, dude. As soon as you get enough, just the more you trim her back, don't take from the lower, take from the top. The more you cut her back, dude, the more she's gonna grow. You know what I mean?
So he's saying after 7 days, I don't see. How are you doing it? Are you putting in a cloner, or are you just like, are you using soil? Are you using a root cube, or like I said, are you just putting it into?
Yeah, there's a lot to that. So if you're not, again, you know, what are you using? You know what I mean? You know,
how are you holding your cutting? Like,
I'll be honest with you, bro. You can take 7 cuts, throw them in a cup of ice cold water, aerate that water, and they'll root in that on its own. You know what I mean? If you're using a cloner, make sure your water's continuously, you know, at that proper temperature and cool and not running hot. You know, make sure you're not running a larger motor in that smaller capacity than you need to be, because, you know, that thing kicks off heat into the water, and the hotter the water is, the tougher it's going to be.
All right, so you're using a root cube with honey on the ends, and then I put it in a water cup with water in it. So, all right.
So if that's submerged in water and the water's not getting air, I'm going to tell you right now, you're drowning it out, and that's why it's not. You know what I mean? You're elongating the process. On top of that, if you're not keeping those cups cold, that water cold, and it's not getting some type of oxygen, you're gonna have a rough time. So honestly, you know, if you're putting it in the cube alone, the cube, just poke it into the cube, throw 32 cubes in a tray, mist the fuck out of it, throw the top on, and, you know, heat in the bottom, and that's all you need.
That's it.
But, you know, to put it in the cube and then throw it in the cup of water, if it's just sitting in that water and that water's becoming stale or stagnant,
it's too much water, homie.
1, you're drowning it. 2, you're creating, you know, the wrong environment for it anyways.
So like what he mentioned is, in order for it to sit in just water, the water has to be oxygenated, right? And when we say oxygenated, it has to be some kind of aeration going on with the water. That way it can keep on moving. But if you're not doing that and it's just stagnant water, that is why you're not getting any root situation. So what he mentioned before, you get a domer, you put the root cube. I use aloe vera versus honey, because aloe vera has a whole bunch of good stuff in regards to stimulation of the roots. So you can actually just dip it into the aloe vera gel if you're trying to keep it organic, right? And then you put it in, brother. Once you put it in, then from there, you're gonna go. You can. Within the 7 and 10 days, you should start seeing roots growing. And as he mentioned, if the temperature is too cold, you want to get a heat mat underneath that dome.
in the dome. If you're doing it in water with aerated water, you want to keep that water as cool as possible because that water will create disease. So you want that water ice cold. If you're in a dome, you want to create that misty, moist, warm environment for it. So that way the roots come out right into the piece and they reach down into the little bit of water that's there. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on what you're doing and the type of environment you're trying to create, the temperature that you want.
Right on. Well, you want to jump on? Fuck it, alright. Let's do still got a little time here. Let me see what we got going on. Let's get you in here, man. Hopefully you can show us. This is Mr. Green's farm with the he's asking about the cut, so we're gonna jump you in here. How's it going, brother?
How you doing?
Doing good, man.
So
These are my three testers of the cloning process, and yeah, like I said, I would just basically
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's no good right there, my dude. So what you want to do is, you see, and then what you just did right there, you just killed her by just doing that, because there was a little root I saw attached to it, and when you pulled it up, you just killed it off. So what you want to do is, it's all right, you're learning, it's all good. We're here to help you out. So what you want to do is you want to gently squeeze that root cube. There you go. Right, and then you want to stick that back in there. But the situation being is, you want to make sure you want to put it into a dome where there's some humidity and moisture, and we can keep the temperature at an optimal level. So I know that you put the foil paper over it. What you can try to do if you don't have a dome is, do you have like a 2-liter bottle?
No, I got a dome.
You got a dome? Okay, so then you got the dome. Yeah, so next time just put in the dome. So what I would do at this point, since you just
with the cutting that you just took, take that cutting that you just yanked out, okay? If there's no root hanging off of it anymore at this point, all right? If there's no root left there, I can't really see. Recut, redip. All right, stick it right back in that cube. Then take that cube and put that in a humidified dome, and that's all you need, bro. And then check back in a few days once that cube's starting to dry up. Remist, rewater. That's it.
Definitely.
That's all you need, and that'll get her going just fine.
You wanna cut it on an angle when you snip that off at the end. Don't cut it straight across.
And even when you cut it, after you cut it, take it and scrape around the edge before you dip it so that you open it up.
Yeah, that would encourage more roots to develop on the area that you scrape. So when you
just score it. That's all you got to do.
Just a little light score, and then you stick it into the cube where you've scraped, and then from there, as he mentioned, in the dome, heat, boom. I would guarantee within 7 to 10 days you'll be back. You'll be on track with some roots. Okay.
Okay, bet. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just learning, trying to get this cloning thing, because right now, I've been going for a decent minute, but now I know what I want to bring out and create. So right now, I'm working on something like very fruity, but also deep purples.
Nice.
Beautiful smell. Is a gassy smell, but a fruity exhale.
Nice. Look forward to that.
Since it's not that many people, I'm gonna just tell you, it's forbidden fruit, and I'm still working with another strain. So I don't know the other strain yet, but it's forbidden fruit. I'm trying to bring that back. It's a hybrid now.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the forbidden fruit. That was a good one back in the day.
Yeah, they have it out there in Maine, actually. That's where I got it from, actually. Yeah, I was out there, and some people out there, that hooked me up, brought me back to some good strains. Y'all had a blue cheese out there last year, I heard. So I'm like, okay, I got to get me my hands on that. I heard really gassy, the smell of it. So.
Nice. What's up, Ned?
The enthusiasm's always good. Just keep going. Keep plugging away. You know what I mean? Every grower keeps learning every day. We never stop learning.
Yeah.
Nice. Looking good right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is my ice cream cake from 2019. So this is like something original that I've been working on.
Nice. That's what's up. I like seeing that preservation when the stream's been around for a minute, not on the new hype, but like you've kept it alive for a minute. If you like, that's nice, man.
This is the way.
My son has some great pie. I want to do a water run on those, but I heard those are good. The hash. What up, son?
Nice. Definitely.
I'm try it out right now.
Anytime, man. You know, anytime. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for keeping the genetics alive, because we need farmers.
Keep the dream growing.
For sure.
Man, you ain't lying. Shit.
You know?
But hey, y'all take care. Now I'm still watching.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Yeah, man. What number are we on?
We are on number 10.
Number 10. What was your thought on number 9?
Well, my thought on number 9 was banging. You know? 9 was absolutely, you know what I mean? Like, so, and 10's the same way.
10 is the same way.
They're mirror images, and it's funny because again, this begs to differ. Where I love everything, but the Terps profile between 9 and 10 very different. You know what I mean? Like very east-west, left-right, north-south, nothing close to each other, and a little bit on the gas end. The 9 has a little gas to it, a little bit on the back end.
Nice.
The fruitier notes come through, but it's got a little bit. But you know, we all know what 10 is, so 10 is just on its own distinguished. And the great thing is they're both well done, well made, well represented, smoke well, look well, smell well. Just, yeah, good job on both of them.
Nice.
So, very similar.
All right, so as he enters the scores, you know, Resin Cup, man, March 27th, we're going to be in Maine. I know I sound like a record, but I'm just letting you know. Make sure you're at the award ceremony. There's going to be some things that we're going to be doing there. Along with that, there's going to be live judging for the last judge. He's going to be there doing the judging. So pretty much once he finished judging that day, then I'm going to tally up the score from there, and we'll award the winner. Shout out to Danny Camp for the Hashishian trophy. The shit is fire. I want to. No, I can't do it. You just got to be there on the 27th. I'm not going to do any previews.
See what he did? He's like, yo, be there if you ain't. Then whatever.
You can catch it on the gram once somebody posts it, but other than that, it's not gonna. Yeah. I'm not gonna display anything until the winner actually has it in hand. So, you know, I leave the honor to the winner to show the prize. You know. I won't have any available, but if you want to try out the Happle, which is pretty much that's what I'm going to say about that. I didn't even want to show the Happle, but one of the top winner also, the Maine Hashishian, will get a Happle. A Happle is more of a old world kind of hash of smoking, where you place the hash on the stem, I believe is what I've been dubbing it, and then from there you light it, put it back into the Happle, and
we used this the other night. The thing was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it is? It's if you are old world, old style, the old, you know, the hot knives, the whole, you know, pin and everything we used to do to smoke hash. This is, it takes you back to that. You know what I mean? Like, it works with that old school style because it's got the hook, so you can take a piece of the old school hash, light it, and then just drop it in here. You know what I mean? Like we used to do with the cup, or, you know what I mean? Just you poke it through with a pin or a paper clip, and you just sit there and light it. And, right? Well, with this, it's the same thing, right? You can just scoop your hash, and it works with old school hash, and you light that fucker up, and then you just go at it and just enjoy, and it'll perk up in here and smoke. And then we also realized too, it works with new school hash, because all you've got to do is heat this end up right here, get it good going, and you put it right in, and then you take your dabber and slide it right through the hole and touch it right too, and this whole thing will fill right up, and then you hit it, and bro, whoo,
man,
it works.
It was good.
It works.
It was good.
So it's just a cool old school, harking back. I mean, are all the heads going to run? You know, if heady glassmakers all started milling them out and making them crazy, I'm sure everybody would. But if it doesn't have water or a banger, I can't really see. But other than that, if you're an old school hash person, absolutely, it's a great toy to bring you back to an old age era, but can work with new school hash.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? It's the best of both worlds.
Definitely. All right. So, resin ranching, man. What is the deal with resin ranching? You know, what is your favorite resin? Who's in it? I got a couple of people in the room here. So type in your favorite resin when it comes to the bag. Do you like 70? Do you like 90? Do you like 120? Do you like a mix? What do you guys like? Me personally, I don't know. It all depends on the flavor, I guess, and what I'm trying to achieve. So if I'm trying to, you know, make a tempo ball, then I generally need a little bit more stock versus the heads, just because I need a little bit more so it can be more malleable and make a nice little tempo ball. But if I just want the straight heads, I'm a 120 guy sometimes. You know, it depends though. It depends on how the resin was ranched. If the resin was ranched and matured at a ripe age, then I like the 120. 90 is nice. That'll be my second runner-up, and then 70, of course. Before the famous 120 and the 90, I always used to love the 70. You know, until the tech got to where people started introducing more and more. Because, you know, I started off with a 3-bag system.
Well, I mean, it started with 8-bag, 5-bag, you know, down to the bags you want, really just wanting to capture the heads that you want. And really, your material dictates the bags you use, you
100%.
know. If you're working with the best material, you know what I mean, you're only going to need one filter bag, and the rest is what you want to catch and press. So, again, it's funny to see hash making today versus yesterday, because they are two separate, distinct differences.
Definitely.
And rosin is the champagne of hash. You know what I mean? Like, it just really is. It's the cleanest, best way to enjoy the plant without anything else is high-grade rosin, you know. Now, there's, you know, rosin out there that's not so great, so perfect, but still your worst rosin is probably better than most of your... There's some really good hydrocarbons, though, that made well and whipped and buttered right. You know, there's a lot of good hash today. It's good to be ahead today because there's a plethora of things for you to enjoy.
Definitely.
A lot to be thankful for.
Definitely. Yeah, man. So, where are we now in the last one?
That's it, number 11.
Nice.
And you already know, so we don't even have to discuss, because it's funny, I look at you and I like it's like, yeah, but you already know, so really
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's almost like,
here's number 11. Look at that shit. Ooh, wow.
This is the final stroll down Hash Alley, where I had to stop in the middle of judging and go lift a 300-pound counter. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
you know what they say, happy wife, happy life.
That's right, that's right. I hope you guys have enjoyed the live judging. You know, yeah, you just gotta pay attention to my feed. I know I should have, like, you know, maybe did this a day in advance so you guys could all be, like, ready for it, but I did mention it earlier. So at the end,
it's all good. We're gonna have them on Elite Digital Radio, and we're gonna have them talk about the show and promote and do everything, and then we can rerun that, and so that way everybody that goes through Elite Digital and our app and our podcast and everything will have access. So it'll bring a whole new platform for him to use to outlet to you guys.
Nice.
Because we do it through Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, So
That's what's up.
you'll be
I'm everywhere, actually.
he is everywhere. Don't fool yourself.
I'm everywhere. I just don't promote the platforms. I'm on every
This motherfucker,
platform.
you'll be waking up at 3 a.m. and he'll be standing there like, yo, you want to wash some hash? Like,
That's me. Listen, right now I got some. I mentioned earlier, you should be at the Resin Cup award ceremony because I'm washing some new shit that nobody has. You heard? It's a tester. And yeah, I'm not gonna even tell you what the fucking strain is. So that's that.
can't even debate it or discuss it because he ain't telling you what the fuck it is.
You know why? Because I can't remember. Can't remember the fucking name.
That just
It's pretty
fucking
bad.
melted and slid right across.
Of course it did. So yeah, since he's almost done, I guess, I kind of line it up in a way where I would enjoy it, right? That's the secret to it, I guess.
You're right. You know what I mean? You're kind of like, it's like, take this tree to the face, take this tree to the face, take this tree to the face. Oop, open path. Oh, no, couple fucking slaloms. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, drop. Whee, go. And then it's just like a smooth sail in the last 300-400 feet of the glide.
Did you ever do Tangy? What? Tangy. So, Tangy
Was king 7 years ago.
Tangy is a funny one, right? Because it's the only one that really, like, you can get that distinct, like, fucking citrus burst, right? But there's other strains too that have that citrus burst. But the Tangy is just a dumper too, So yes, I've done some Tangy. I've even done the New Age Tangy. It's no longer called Tangy. I can't remember the name of what it's called now, but Tangy's bomb. I like some Tangy, especially if it's matured right. I don't like Tangy when she's taken too early. I like her when she's cloudy to amber, mostly closer to amber.
You like the gassy end of it.
Yeah, because at that point it's like, Tangy's a little speedy for me. So I like to have a more riper head, more riper head when it comes to her, just because of the effect that I like and the flavor that I like. But I've done some Tangy. She was in rotation at one time.
Anybody that says they haven't done Tangy is just lying. Lying.
So with that said, man, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I need to go do some shit. Thank you so much. We're gonna 65. We're gonna discard that bad boy because I don't save them. We're still live over here.
Yo, here's the thing. You should save those for your record.
You can pull them back out if I want, really. If you really want to go in there, they still keep it in the back there. But
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, for your record.
it's saved right here already because we're doing this one. There's two. So
Oh, well, you always have this one, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying for your, even though they slighted you,
Yeah.
unfortunately right now they rule.
They gave me 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a first.
Yeah, because you shadow banned and nobody saw it anyways because they blocked this off. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, the shadow ban thing's funny to me because they'll let people do the oddest things and say the oddest things that, and I think it's just the amount of people that report you.
Yeah, I know what it is. I didn't want to say what it is. It ain't really shadow banning. It's haters. You can get the finger hater. All right, so thank you so much for joining me here on another Terps with the Beast Coast. I don't have any sponsors yet, but if you can, share, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Resin Ranchers, the Resin Cup.
The trap is sprung.